I'm from, we so big gone. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, and why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. I'm get on live, but that ain't my style. So who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. He's done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the go get him. I got food that'll go get him.
Round 2, folks. Buckle up.
And the killers, and the thugsters, they be fucking up the ballers, and the dealers, and the hustlers. Got me coming at you bogus in the VI while they bumping Lil John. I'm a Russian. It's a psycho nigga twister from Chicago, rolling with the Miami nigga that'll crush you. We already be looking for drama. If a nigga try to get into it with us, then we gotta get him. Feeling free from the torture that could never be cured. I'm penicillin, I'm telling you, trick, I'm finna steal him. Got me swinging Chrissy and Hennessy bottles in the club, and my thug homies going for the skrilla. Don't get it twisted with that overnight celebrity. You better be scared of me in my city, I'm a killer.
You heard right, North KY Canes. He'll be on shortly. Thank you.
I'm a player, you just a square. Once that Hennessy enemy, the whole industry is my enemy. And you ain't no kin to me or friend to me, bitch, don't pretend to be. I'm strictly for the thugs, I'm for the street and straight out the hood. My MO is ghetto and I don't even need the gat for you boozy cats. I'm straight out the county of dead, 305, nigga, in my head. You ever come south of the border, first most born, you gon' get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got the sweet tooth. Can you do it?
That's when you're gonna need a root canal.
I love sugar.
This one for all the nice, clean, decent women.
Lay it on me,
Pay close attention.
She put that sugar on my tongue. She's gonna give me some. She put it right there on my tongue. She put it right there on my tongue.
Some of your butter pecan, put it right there on the tip of my tongue, hold it right here. Cause baby, if I bite you, I bet you'll like it. French vanilla is a hell of a flavor for me, with strawberries, 2 cherries, and whipped cream. The best dreams are the wet dreams, and the rest is just a flick without a sex scene. Orally, I speak the truth, cause the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Cause Florida oranges and Georgia peaches, when they nice and ripe, they the best for eating. All Southern boys be craving for old slice of pie after they main course. So if you're game for it, I came for it. I got a thing for you that I.
Look, if you're here for Pigskin Pete or Coach Coop, make sure you hit the thumbs up, because YouTube really cares, even if your boy does not.
Tongue, yippee, yippee, yum, yum. Goody,
her my smack. She's a woman from the block with the best of weed, but I won't stop till I'm pulling out track. It was lust at first sight, and she couldn't help saying that she wanted to get with me, and my size was just right. Plus she wanted a man with a little security. Said I've been around the world twice, and my name ring bells from Atlanta to Sicily. Said she wanted it all night, so put the bubbles in the tub and ludicrous in me.
Sugar on my tongue. She's gonna give me some. She put it right there on my tongue.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet Coach Coop either. We'll talk to him about that.
Clemson fans piss me off.
Give me some. She put it right there on my
Sweetie, you look so incredible.
Everybody, one love. Let's see you soon, Texas Pete.
Served with a little butter to rub down all your curves. And no need for the lemonade. Just to push the lime and some great Kool-Aid. Can I call you caramel? Cause I'm about to go cool to taste your
Yeah, 6.5 minute death star. Just refresh the screen.
cold enough stuff. Supper time that'll hold me up. I might choke myself if I don't slow it up. But honey, you look like a honeydew melon. A strawberry with the whipped cream filling of the top part of the peach cobbler butter. Fruit powder ought to do me better.
on my tongue. She's gonna give me some. She put it right there on my tongue. She put it right there on my tongue. She put that sugar on my tongue. She's gonna give me some. She put it right there on my tongue. She put it right there on my tongue.
Oh, PigskinPeete is an island boy, and amazing and fantastic, yo. They got the best college football YouTube channel. Yeah, a huge college football fan. We understand it's the Clemson Tigers. They rep it to the top, and the ACC, yo. And their live shows are so underrated on YouTube. We want to say shout out PigskinPeete. We want to say shout out PigskinPeete. Coming from the island boys, you better keep it like it's our Gwen. Tell that boy you better keep that gun. I'ma do it while I'm staring at the sun. I've been really out to fool gazing. I've been in the pool, I'm staying. I'll pull it like a super saiyan, yeah. And you the best, so keep on going. Don't let no one stop you, yeah. Alright, PigskinPeete, keep doing your thing. You got it from the island, boy. Yeah, we out, man.
What is up, everybody? It is your boy, PigskinPeete. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday night live call-in show that we do around here year-round every Wednesday and Friday night at 10 p.m. Tonight, we have a very, very special guest that I've been hyping up for the past couple of weeks. Somebody that I've never had on the show before. Miami YouTuber Coach Coop. Yes, you can see it from the title. There's no hiding it around here. We'll get to Coach Coop in just a second. Of course, I want to do my pleasantries first. What's in the news for college football? Well, Clemson started their spring practices today. I guess every team is slightly different, so I don't think every team started their practices, their spring practices today, but Clemson did. No real news to come out of there except for the biggest news that I can think of is Mason Trotter, offensive lineman, center / guard. He rotated back and forth last year because in the Russian roulette wheel that was the Clemson offensive line last year, is supposedly going to miss the majority of the 2022 season. This is bad news for Clemson, an already depleted offensive line. They recruited well in that position, but depth was an issue last year, and I'm hoping it won't be an issue this year. But to lose a junior offensive lineman for the majority of the season is definitely not good news coming out of Clemson. Now, the reason that he's missing the season is unclear. Dabo Swinney wouldn't give much information. All he did say was it was not an injury. So he started last year with a broken hand, so he missed a couple of games early in the season. Then he started like 8 games in a row at different positions. He said it wasn't an injury situation and it was not a legal situation. So the only thing that I can think of by the powers of deduction is that this is a in-house suspension. For what? I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, Mason Trotter, offensive lineman for Clemson, out for the majority of the 2022 season, according to Coach Dabo Swinney. Not good news. Not good news at all. We're only a month away from the spring game, April 9th, to be exact. A little over 5 weeks away. April 9th, the spring game at Clemson. I will be there. Mrs. Peete will be there. Peete Jr. will be there. Peete Jr. will be there. And many more. Yes. So if you are a Clemson fan and you are coming to the spring game, let me know. I would love to meet you. I don't know exactly what we're doing before the game. I'm assuming we're going to hang out and tailgate like everybody else does. I really don't know. But let me know if you're going to be there. I would love to at least say hi to you and shake your hand. Yes, I would. The new odds for the Slob Olympics. Now, this is not the most updated one because I think Matthew Mayhem sent in a request to move Lou up and me down, which is perfectly fine with me. But you see all the way over here on the right, this right-hand column here, Coach Coop dropped from 7th all the way to whatever that is, 14th. 7th to 14th. Now, I got to ask Coach Coop about this. This is a massive disrespect for the Miami man, Coach Coop, and I don't agree with it. I think he should be higher. Slob Olympics, 10 days away in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. 10 days away. I can't wait. Let's get to the chat real quick, and then we'll get right to Coach Coop and the phone callers. If you guys want to call in and talk to me or Coach Coop and ask us anything that you possibly can imagine, well, there is some stipulation to that, but almost anything that you could possibly imagine. The number to call in is 864-207-4522. 864-207-4522. What's up, Luke Walker, Christopher McDavitt, Matt Dummett, Sir Ugga, Traveling Fools. That's a Miami man right there. North KY Canes says, I heard Coach Coop was here. You heard right, sir. Tiger Baskins, Rhino, Battle Angel. What's up, Battle Angel? Talk is Pit, dog behind enemy lines. Dog. That must mean you're a Georgia Bulldog that lives somewhere else, like Alabama or Tennessee or Florida, right? I'm guessing. I'm not a very good guesser. That's why I don't play the lottery. Macklin Griffin. C. Raw. Matthew Mayhem, my rival. I think in order to be a rival, this is, you know what kind of rivalry this is? This is like the Clemson and South Carolina rivalry where Clemson dominates the rivalry, just like I'm going to dominate Mayhem Matthew. That's the kind of rivalry it is. What's up, buddy? Christian. Go. Tigers 504 says, yuck. He's got some sort of a phlegm problem in his throat. He can't help it. He can't help it. Brad Pitt. B. Bean. Coach Coop. Thank you for the super chat, Coach Coop. Says, Coop is here tonight. I can't wait to meet him. I can't either. Lit City Lambo says it's all about the palm trees. What's up, they? Are you related to them? Tell them I said what's up. Luke Walker, SO. George is here, unfortunately. That's a Miami fan there. No, he's not a Miami fan. He's a Florida fan. Sorry. Ryan Henke. K-Dog. Golden Blue Dude. All right. Listen, if I missed your name, it wasn't on purpose. It's because I'm half mentally challenged or fully mentally challenged. One of the two. I don't know. But let's bring on the man of the hour. This is the guy we're all here to see, right? Nobody's here to look at my ugly face or listen to me ramble on for 2 hours. That's for sure. I would like to give a good introduction here. So, the incomparable, the one, the only Coach Coop. What's up, buddy?
Yo, Miami Hurricanes fans, stand up!
Oh, man.
Go Canes in the chat. If there are any Miami Hurricanes fans here, I know I saw Traveling Fools. I saw who else was it? Who else? Come on, I saw some familiar faces.
Yeah, Traveling Fools.
Where was
There's a bunch of them in here. North Kentucky Contains. North Kentucky Canes. Who else? Is Slim Shady in here? You know Slim Shady Canes.
Let's go. I know Slim. Yeah, come on, let me see him. I know there's some Canes fans that showed up.
You know, I told this story before, Coop, on my channel that I came on YouTube in 2017, right? And it was at the very beginning of the football season. And you remember the 2017 season, right, Mark Richt? They went undefeated all the way up until where did they go? That they lost. They lost the last game of the season, wasn't it, against Pitt?
We lost to Pitt in the last game of the regular season.
Lost Pitt, then you lost to Clemson in the ACC title game, right? And then you lost the bowl game to Wisconsin, I believe.
Yes.
Anyway.
And unfortunately, I was at Bank of America Stadium to witness that game in person, 28 degrees, 30 degrees, whatever it was. And Clemson fans took turns. There was a line in the stadium. I'm not kidding. To come up to me and throw the U upside down in my face.
Oh, wow. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. I don't condone that behavior.
It was wild.
But that season was the season that I came on YouTube. And, of course, you remember when you first started your YouTube channel, right? Like, you've got, like, 20 subscribers. There's nobody watching. Like, if you get 50 views on a video, like, you're jumping for joy, right? That's how it was for me in 2017. And so... But one day, for whatever reason, I think it was a big game coming up with Miami and somebody. And so I went on YouTube and I sort of started talking trash about Miami. I wasn't really talking trash, but I was basically saying, like, I was talking trash about Mark Richt and the Miami program. Anyway, the next morning I woke up, my subscribers had quadrupled, and I had like 1,000 views on a video when I was getting like 30 views on a video. So Miami fans were the first ones to get the PigskinPeete YouTube channel jump started. So I'm forever in debt to the Miami fans for that.
We are a very passionate fan base, to say the least. So even if it involves jumping on a channel where the YouTuber is dogging us or trashing us, we still love it because we just love talking Miami Hurricanes 24/7, right? I mean, this is your show, the PigskinPeete show, but another example would be Uncle Lou. Right, dogs and trashes Miami all the time. So we're always on his channel trolling, going back and forth. And at the end of the day, we love it. We get a little heated from time to time, but we enjoy it.
Yeah, listen, I enjoy the Miami fans. I always joke around here about how there was like 18,000 Miami YouTubers, but the fans are all over, heavily represented on YouTube and on social media in general. One of the most passionate fan bases. Look, you can say whatever you want to about Miami. They have a very large and very passionate fan base, for sure. So you can't take that away from them. Now, I think that most of the Miami fans are delusional. I'm not going to lie. I don't think you're one of them. But I think there's a lot of delusional Miami fans out there, and I'm starting to see that spill over into this coming season. Now, there's a lot to be excited about if you're a Miami Hurricane, right? You have Mario Cristobal coming in, a proven coach, right? So you remember when he got the job at Oregon, everyone was like, why did he get the job? They didn't go out and get somebody else. He was the #1 recruiter in the Pac-12 the whole time he was there. Now, they underperformed a little bit on the field, according to expectations anyway. But when the job came open at Miami, when Manny Diaz was fired, the #1 guy that everybody wanted was Cristobal. He is a Miami guy, is he not?
Yes. Yeah, he has deep ties to Miami and played at Miami as well.
Yeah. So all the stars seem to be aligning for the Hurricanes. So they get Mario Cristobal. Guess who else they get? Coop, I know you know this name, Dan Radakovich.
Man, I was literally, once you finished, I was going to ask your opinion. I've never, again, it's my first time on your show, so I didn't know what your initial reaction was when we pulled Radakovich, when we come in and picked your athletic director.
Well, I'm not surprised he's a Miami alum, #1.
Right.
My thoughts on Dan Radakovich are mixed because he was the athletic director at Clemson during probably the best run in Clemson history. Right. Now, he wasn't the one that was responsible for hiring and keeping Dabo Swinney during those rocky times early in Sweeney's tenure as a head coach there. That was Terry Don Phillips. But he took over after Terry Don Phillips retired. And here's what I'll say about Dan Radakovich. He won't really make any waves there. Like, he's a money guy. And you'll notice this. Like, you're already seeing it. Like, the amount of money that Miami, since they hired Dan Radakovich, is putting into the football program, that's already changed overnight, right?
Right. It's night and day difference.
Yeah. So he was the one that oversaw the facilities that were built at Clemson, which at the time, 5 or 6 years ago, was like the top facilities in the country. Now everyone else is catching up. He got a bunch of facilities built for other sports too, softball, soccer, baseball. He's a money guy. And of course, college football these days is a money game. So I think you got a good one. Now, he won't make any waves. He's not a wave maker. He's not going to do anything drastic. He's very calculated in the way that he does things, but he will put the money in the right places to let the people succeed that are hired. No doubt about it. I like him.
And you have to think about where we come from as Miami fans dealing with Blake James, our previous athletic director. He was not really all that popular, at least amongst football fans. And it's something that we felt like initially anyways, it's a huge upgrade stepping up to Radakovich because we feel like he, I hate to sit here and say nice things about Clemson, but we felt like, he comes from a program that has known success, that has won championships. And Blake James that's the Miami fans in the chat. Did you like Blake James? Most of them are going to say no. We were not big fans of him at all.
Yeah, I get that. I feel the same sentiment. Now, I've fallen into the Miami trap multiple times over the past few years. I feel like every year I look at Miami's roster and their coaching staff and I go, this team should win the Coastal with no problem. And then, outside of 2017, they've come up short. And, that's the reason you have a whole new coaching staff and everything else and a new athletic director and everything else. I get that. I'm falling into the trap again this year, Coach Coop. So when I made my picks a couple of weeks ago, now this is way too early, picks for the divisions. I did pick the Miami to win, despite the fact that they have an entirely new coaching staff. I still feel like, on paper, they should be the best team in the Coastal Division. Am I going to get let down again? Tell me I'm not.
Well, because here's the thing. The biggest hurdle standing in our way, and this has been consistently the issue for many seasons. Our biggest hurdle, biggest enemy, is ourselves.
Yeah.
And especially when you look at it this season, I mean, who really truly stands in Miami's way in the Coastal? And I have not made any type of official prediction. So I'm not saying that we're winning the Coastal, that we're going to the ACC championship or anything like that. But I'm just saying, really look at the Coastal and the ACC. Pitt, we beat last year, and they represented the Coastal, and we beat them. They lost Kenny Pickett. Who else would stand in our way? North Carolina, they didn't perform very well last year, and they lost Sam Howell. So really, who can stop Miami other than Miami this year in the Coastal?
I would have to agree with you there. As far as
I do understand, I agree with you, actually. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I agree with you when we get into the talks of a brand new coaching staff. Because even though we see all of these guys as upgrades, right? Our OC, Josh Gaddis, Broyles Award winner last year. Michigan went to the playoffs. Kevin Steele, our DC, upgrade for Manny Diaz. Kevin Steele has almost 40 years of experience coaching defenses. So we see that as an upgrade. The problem is it hasn't had the opportunity to yet, but it hasn't translated to wins on the field yet. We don't know what the chemistry is going to be like amongst this coaching staff and with the players, installing a new offense, new defense. So you are right. It is. And it's why I haven't done any type of prediction or anything yet, because it's kind of early to say for sure. But there is this renewed sense of hope, right? Because we've got a whole new coaching staff, and it should theoretically, anyways, be a huge upgrade for us.
Yeah, on paper it looks good. Kevin Steele, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank now. On defense.
The OC, Josh Gaddis?
No, on defense. Charlie Strong, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so a bunch of so you got Cristobal, you got Steele, you got Strong. I mean, just a bunch of big names. And like I said about Dan Radakovich, they've whipped out the checkbook. It appears to me that as Miami is now dedicated to football, and it didn't just start now. It started a couple years ago when they built that indoor facility. And that's huge. I mean, you got guys. I mean, teams like and there's so much talent in Florida, but you've got teams like Clemson, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, there's probably 5 or 6 other teams that are just coming into South Florida and taking your best players, and they've been doing it for over a decade now. I mean, some of Clemson's best players are from South Florida every year. And so it's nothing new, and that goes the same for Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, go down the list. I think that's huge, the facilities thing and getting some of these coaches in there. Mario Cristobal, I think I was telling Slim Shady Canes this the other day. Mario Cristobal will be responsible for keeping a large percentage of those South Florida, and not just South Florida, but Central Florida and North Florida guys that normally would go out of state, and they will come to Miami. Now, that's going to take a few years for that all to come to fruition. Nothing happens overnight. I don't care how much money you could write the biggest check in the world. Nothing happens overnight. But nobody. I mean, I think most Miami fans aren't looking for it to happen overnight. They're looking for a sustained success, even if it's slow and painful. Whether it takes 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. But I do like the coaching staff that is in place there. I like the mentality of the obviously of the athletic director with Dan Radakovich, because I know that mentality. And I like the direction that the program is headed in. I just feel like a and I'm not even a Miami fan, clearly, but if I were a Miami fan, I would feel like a disgruntled ex-wife or something. Like you just never really believe it until you see it.
Exactly. And my take this season is cautiously optimistic.
That's a good way to be.
A lot of Miami fans want me to come online, do a live stream, and pump everybody up and say that we're going 12-0 and we're going to the playoffs, national championship. And believe it or not, I am not going to do that. Now, again, I've not made any type of official prediction. I could talk about that a little bit if you wanted to. I don't know what your itinerary is for the show. But, again, cautiously optimistic is going to be my take.
Well, I am going to ask you for an official prediction, but not yet, though. Real quick, let me get to the super chats that have been coming in. I want to acknowledge those. First of all, Mayhem Matthew sent in a Cash App. Thank you, Mayhem Matthew. He says he's going to whip my fanny at the Slob Olympics. That's another thing I need to ask you about, Coop. Zero chance of that happening, but thank you, Mayhem Matthew. Dylan Deloney says, do you think Clemson could get back to the college football playoff in 2022? Yes, I absolutely do think that they could. I never go out and predict that they're going to like 100%, because you got to get past everybody in the conference. You got to, first of all, if you're in the ACC, you have to win the conference. So even if Clemson goes 11-1 or 12-0, but loses the ACC championship, the chances of them getting into the playoffs drastically reduces just from that one loss there. So I would say the chances of Clemson doing that are probably over 50%, but not, I'm not saying like 90 or 100% or anything. But thank you for that super chat. Dylan Deloney, that was him. I feel like I saw another one here. Pigtail Pete. Pigtail Pete sent in a super chat and says, I'm the real Pigskin Pete. Oh. Well, thank you, I guess.
Do you have like a sister or something?
No, so I have a costume that I'm wearing to the Slob Olympics that involves like a long hair wig, almost like a Trevor Lawrence type wig. Trevor Lawrence meets Joe Dirt. That's the way I describe it.
What? Was it in your new Slob Olympics training video, number 2?
Yeah. So
I have to say really quick,
yeah.
the accuracy to hit that golf ball with
Thank
the club
you.
in the video was quite impressive.
Now listen, I am glad that you said that. That you're the first person to even mention that, because I don't think people that don't golf or have never golfed don't understand exactly how difficult that was to do. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a piece of information here. I planned on doing that take at least 20 to 30 times. I was determined to hit the ball, right? I did it on the first take. Now, I'm not saying that's because I'm great or anything like that, but the chances that I would do that on the first take are 1 in a million. So I was happy about that I didn't spend half of my day in my backyard trying to hit that ball the way that I did. The hardest thing that I did on that video was throw the Frisbee to knock the beer can off of the Versa stake. That I did probably throw about 20 times before it happened. That's why you see me celebrate so much when I knocked it off. But thank you for acknowledging that. Yeah, it's throwing up a golf ball in the air and hitting it with a golf club with a golf swing is extremely difficult to do. No doubt about it. So anyway, what do you think about taking some phone calls?
Sure, I'm down for whatever. Early on in the stream, you said that they can ask anything.
Yes.
Hey, maybe a few things are off the table for you. They can ask me anything.
Okay, great. That's great news. So the first one is a regular on here, and then next on the phone lines after this call will be Slim Shady Canes, your boy. What's up, Edward? How you doing?
Can I tell you? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're good. Edward.
Yes. Hey, what's up, Pete? Hey, what's up, Coach Coop? How you guys doing on this excellent Wednesday night?
What's going on, my man?
Not much. I got a question for you, Pete, and one for you, Coop.
Shoot.
All right. First question for you, Pete, is what's your thoughts on Mississippi State's recruiting class?
You probably know more about Mississippi State's recruiting class than I do. So why don't you tell me?
I'd say that I'll guess and say they had a pretty decent class. Good recruits, I'll say.
Yeah, so they're gonna finish what, 7-5, 8-4, like they normally do, or
somewhere around 7-5, 8-4. I'll go something like that.
Yeah, very interesting news there. What else you got? What you got for Coop?
The one I have for Coop is, what's your thoughts on Miami's recruiting class for this year?
That's a good question.
That we had in 2022 or the upcoming for 2023?
What for this year? Like what you had for what you signed out, like for this year?
Oh, I mean, all things considered, very impressed, honestly. I mean, I think a little bit before we were at 38 or 40, and then around the early signing period, we were maybe in the upper 60s. So when you factor that in, also considering the fact that Cristobal had only been here 2 months before signing day, and the fact that we finished 15th in the country, I will absolutely take that. And that tells me that I should be very excited about our future classes if in that short amount of time we can go from 38 to 15. And we didn't even have half of our staff together at that point either, which is pretty wild.
Hey, Edward, I have a question for you.
There's no reason why we shouldn't consistently be at this point. I'm literally starting next year in 2023 in the top 10, period.
Wow. Wow, that's shooting for the stars. I respect that.
All right, good.
I will remind you, though, Clemson won 2 national championships with an average recruiting class of 13.
Clemson was 10 in 2022. Is that correct?
Yeah, somehow they made it to 10. Yeah, they had some late signees that took them all the way from 20 to 10 within a matter of like 4 weeks. But the 2016 and 2018 national championships were an average recruiting ranking of 13. So here's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, top 10 recruiting classes are important if you're looking at making a run for a title, which I think that Miami fans want, right? They're not happy just meddling around. They want a title. They won an ACC title first, but they certainly want a national title in the future. But it can be done. I'd say top 15 is probably the shooting range for any team that's looking to make some noise. That would be my opinion on it. But Edward, I have a question for you. Since you like that call in and ask all the questions, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you could tell Raj, you know Raj, right?
I've heard of them.
You've heard of Raj? This is him right here.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. Bunch of goddamn Wuhan fucking whatever. Bend over, suck my fucking nuts. I'll give you the goat.
So that's Raj right there. Of course, he's a good friend of mine. He'll be at the Slob Olympics. But Raj does not like you. He made an entire video about you today. Did you see it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So Raj has a problem with you. Apparently, he I don't know what it is. I might have to play the video later. He just doesn't like you. He doesn't like your questions. I don't think he likes anything about you. So if you could call in next Monday on the Lunch Money Show with me and Uncle Lou, you know how you do your normal trash talking thing. If you could trash talk Raj, that would be amazing and fantastic.
I got no problems doing that.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Oh, Raj trashes me, well, he'll get trashed back.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm
Yeah.
also going to make a prediction for Slob Olympics.
Yeah. Okay.
Not only, I do agree, you are going to bury Matthew Mayhem.
Of course I am.
If he places last, I'll bury him.
I'm gonna bury him like a dead body.
And if Neil places last, I'm taking him to hell by trash talking him.
Uh-oh. Now we're getting serious. Hey, thanks, Edward, for the call. I appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you next week. Yeah, go do your homework on Raj and make sure that you bury him, too.
Speaking of the Slob Olympics,
yes.
I will be bringing you a gift.
Oh, you're going to bring me a gift?
Yes.
Oh. Well, damn, now I feel like I have to bring you a gift. I didn't expect that.
Given what it might possibly be, I would advise against you bringing me a gift.
Oh, no, so it's going to be a bad gift, and is what you're saying.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it either way. Well, you know what? I'll hold judgment whether or not I appreciate it or not for when I see you.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know.
All right. Thank you.
This is a heads up.
Slim Shady, welcome to the show.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Slim, what's up?
Well, I'm in Sucknut country, so it's only so good.
Oh, that's terrible news.
It is.
Lock your doors. Do you have your gun on you?
Yes.
Yeah, you do? Good.
No, just another day in paradise.
So what's up, man? You got Coach Coop on here.
Wait, Slim, don't you live in Tennessee? Like Memphis area?
As a matter of fact, I do, but I drive a truck.
Oh, gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah. No, I was sitting here reading the comment section. You know, I expected more.
What'd you expect?
I really did. It's usually what's a good way to put this? A finer grade of troll that matriculates the PigskinPeete comment section. They're not doing very good tonight.
So what you're telling me is that the level of trolling is about the level of Miami's play in the ACC over the past 20 years.
How?
That's what you're saying.
You know, that may be the case, but you know, I kind of put Clemson fans in the same bracket I do all these Georgia fans that are on YouTube crying over a national title. Here's a tissue for your issue, y'all. I've seen 3 of them in my lifetime. Get over it.
What Clemson fans are crying about national championships?
Oh, there's plenty of them that run around and do. Not upstanding individuals like yourself and, you know, Hufferbilly Paul and a few select others. But you have the ones in your fan base that make you look dumb, just like the rest of us.
Oh, of course, yeah. And they don't believe me. Trust me. I've said this before that my YouTube channel is littered with way more people that are not Clemson fans than ones that are.
Actually, I'm kind of curious on you brought up Coop's prediction for next season. I'm wanting to see where his mind's at with it.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, let's hear that.
Okay, so if you just want a straight prediction, and then I'll elaborate a little bit further. If I'm setting my Canes pride aside, and I'm predicting this with my brain, not my heart, I'm thinking somewhere around 9-3. And most Canes fans are not going to want to hear that because, again, everybody wants me to predict 12-0.
Wow.
Actually, I'm right there with you, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and my thing is, I'm just trying to be realistic here. Yes, we've put together this so-called dream staff, and we're bringing back Tyler Van Dyke. He's going to have a full season. But still, at the end of the day, as I said earlier, I've got to see what the chemistry is like with this coaching staff, and it's got to translate to wins on the field. We can talk it up all we want. We can preach about how we're off-season champions, but that's what we've been doing for years. So, again, not trying to be negative, just trying to be honest.
I think people don't realize that you just don't go from a 7-5 team to a team that can make a playoff run in one off season.
Right, and I'm not even saying it's impossible. It could happen, but if I'm putting money on the line, I'm leaning more towards that 9-3.
Yeah, sorry, Slim. I keep having to mute you because I'm getting a bunch of feedback from your. I don't know if anybody else can hear that, but I'm getting feedback from something on your end, Slim.
No, is that better?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, that's way better. Yeah.
No, and I think a perfect example, and if you can actually get any Georgia fans to admit it, they were as surprised as everybody else that Georgia made the playoffs in 2017. You wouldn't have found one that would have predicted that.
No.
Now, as far as I've seen Sir UGA in the comments harp on this time and time again, if you think Mario Cristobal is going to end with the 30th ranked class in the country, you're smoking crack, son. Okay, that's why I didn't get all excited when Mario brought in the 15th class in the country this year. That's what you expect out of Mario Cristobal. My questions for him were, can he build a staff, which he's proven he can, and I'm still not totally sold on him as a head coach of a major program yet. Granted, Oregon was his first Power 5 job.
Well, recruiting is 90% of the game. And if you can go in there and put together a top 15 recruiting class right off the rip when you haven't even coached it down on the university yet, that's a good sign, sir. That is a very good sign.
I agree. And I was watching something the other day. I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. I was watching Josh Peete, and he brought up an interesting point that I think can come to fruition. All these people that holler they want more parity in college football, it's a very real possibility you may not be too far from it, because Lincoln Riley is going to do a pretty good job of locking down the state of California. Jimbo and Sark have already shown that they're doing a pretty good job of keeping talent in Texas. And then between Cristobal, Napier, and I'll even admit Norvell's out-recruited what I thought he would do. They're putting a huge dent in the amount of talent leaving the state of Florida.
You there, Coop?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I was getting some weird feedback too, like some static or something, so I was trying to adjust my headset in case it was me.
No, it wasn't you. It was him. But I think he fixed it now. It's good.
But I just wanted to get y'all's thoughts on those coaches being able to stem the flow of all that talent basically pooling in 3 or 4 different schools.
You talking about
You still here, Slim?
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me just a second. I'm gonna unplug and replug up my headset.
Okay. You can't hear him?
Weird. Like when he talks, I just hear.
Oh, okay.
So hold on. Give me a second. It might be on my end.
Slim, what are you doing?
All right. We're back.
All right. I was about to blame it on him.
Don't blame it on me. I'll take it. It's fine.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I can hear him now. I was only hearing every other word.
I got you. No, I was asking between Riley, Sark, Jimbo, and Norvell, Napier, and Cristobal. Do you think that's going to stem the flow of talent leaving those states and create that parity that so many people are complaining about not having in college football?
I mean, possibly. I'm not going to lie, I don't remember. Where did Florida State finish in recruiting?
They were top 20.
Yeah, they were like
right at 20.
Yeah, they were top 20.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, that actually kind of surprises me because I didn't keep up with
Yeah,
them.
me too. I mean, look, the parity in the coastal division of the ACC has existed for a decade. So it's not like there's no more parity in all of college football. There's not a single division in all of college football out there that has more parity in it than the coastal division does right now. Now, if you're talking about as a whole, like, are you talking about college football as a whole?
Yeah, college football as a whole.
Yeah. I do think we're going to see more parity now. No, I think NIL has a lot to do with that, for sure. And not to mention, I think that some of the coaching changes that have happened in this past offseason will create parity as well. I think that the Pac-12 has been probably everyone likes to pick on the ACC as being the bottom of the barrel. I don't think that they have been. Not really since over the past 10 years. It's been the Pac-12. The Big 12 is about to break off. The two best teams are leaving there. So I think, between those three conferences alone, because I think that most people believe that the SEC and the Big Ten are the two top-heavy conferences, even though that's a debate that we could have till the sun comes up. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that from year to year, but okay, last year, okay. But yeah, the Pac-12, the ACC, and the Big 12 are going to create a lot of parity over the next several years. I can guarantee that. So for all the people that are, crying about the same teams win the championships, hell, there's been 4 different national championships over the past 4 years. I mean, I don't know what people are looking for.
I don't either. And as far as, what you just said, as far as the SEC goes, I'm going to put that baby to bed. It's just a simple fact that any given time you have at most 2 elite teams in the SEC. The rest of the SEC is the ACC Coastal.
Yeah,
they just are.
Yeah. Well,
could I ask Slim a question?
Sure.
Go right ahead.
How do you? And I'm bringing this up because I'm seeing several people in the chat mention it. Obviously, this is something that's way down the road, but I just wanted to see your thoughts on it. What do you think about this whole Ruiz family and building a stadium?
I could care less.
Oh, wait. I must have missed something here.
I could give, and I brought this up with Pete before, I could give 2 shits less. The Orange Bowl was their stadium. The Dolphins got to borrow it on Sundays. They're just returning the favor at this point.
So tell me about this.
Let's be perfectly honest. I've been to several different college football stadiums. Hard Rock Stadium is far nicer than even the nicest college football stadium.
No. First of all, nobody's disputing that, Slim. Most NFL stadiums are nicer than college stadiums. I mean, that's just the way it is. But that's not the point, though. So tell me about this. Is there somebody that's talking about building a Miami stadium?
Yeah, there's some multi-millionaire or whatever trying to throw some weight around, but the city of Miami has already told him to shut up and go away.
I have had several conversations with John Ruiz and his son, and they are definitely passionate about it. They do have a lot of money. I'm not going to say if it will or won't happen, because as Slim already mentioned, there would be more than several hurdles that they would need to get over to actually make this happen. But they are very passionate about it. They are pushing it. They've hired, I'm going blank on the name, a company to go up and kind of like a team of engineers to, draw some plans out and other various different things. And they are serious about trying to make it happen. And I do agree with Pete, though, when I say I'm a little bit opposite from Slim, to where a stadium for us, in my opinion, isn't make or break. It's really not that big. I'm not mad if it doesn't happen. I'm not mad if it does, whatever. But Hard Rock Stadium is nice. I've been there. I love it. It's a cool place, but it's not ours, though.
Yes. There you go.
Now, I don't care, but people bring up the stadium arguments when they're like, oh, Miami rents their stadium and ha-ha. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. And that isn't what makes me want one. It's just the fact that we come in there. I'm not even a Dolphins fan. What are their colors? Teal? Whatever that blue is. It's blue seats. We're hanging our banners over their banners and then removing them the day after. Like, it's not our house.
Yeah, and the players go into the locker room, and it's a Dolphins locker room. It's not a Miami locker room. I mean, these things.
Even the other argument is people saying, "Well, what does it matter if it's still not on campus?" Again, that's not even a valid argument for me. It's the fact that it's not our own stadium.
Yeah.
Even if it's still away from campus, like Hard Rock, it would be our stadium.
All of the Miami fans that run around talking about it doesn't matter. The minute that they build a Miami Hurricane Stadium, we'll be all about it. I'm telling you.
And I can tell you, I won't be.
I disagree with that. For the first time ever, I'm calling bullshit on that, Slim. I'm calling bullshit on that.
No, and here's why. Coop, did you ever go to a game in the Orange Bowl?
I did not, no.
Well, count your lucky stars, because that is a hot motherfucker.
Now, I've heard some stories.
Now, that would be great.
I would much rather
imagine
go to Hard Rock Stadium with those nice seats and canopy any day over the Orange Bowl, and I love the Orange Bowl.
Imagine a Miami dome, a Miami Hurricanes dome. Would that not be cool? Now, I know we got Syracuse has a dome because because it gets 18 below zero up there during football season. They don't have a choice but to put it in the basketball stadium. And who is the other one that has a dome? North Dakota State. That's FCS. So nobody really has a dome. Miami could be the first team ever to have a dome in the Power Five. Would that not be cool? I mean, other than Syracuse. That's not a football stadium.
If they do something like that where it's, as or more comfortable of a game to go to than Hard Rock, then, fine. If you do it, great. If you don't, fine, whatever. But, I mean, everybody, when the argument comes up, everybody starts talking about the Orange Bowl. The Orange Bowl's gone. Deal with it. Life moves on. But the actual problem I see with it, you're never going to get an on-campus stadium. You're not even allowed to cut your grass in Coral Gables on a Sunday. You think they're going to let 50, 60,000 people in Coral Gables? You're nuts.
I do agree with that. It would not be on campus.
Well, let's say it was, 10 miles from campus.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, right. Doesn't have to be on campus.
Like what they were just looking at, Tropicana Park is just as far as the Dolphin Stadium is now. That's the thing. It's going to be just as far. And
you're telling me there's no land out there. There's no land out there closer than where Hard Rock is at. Of course there is. It's Florida.
That's the problem. That is the problem with, because see, I find it funny. Everybody makes this argument about Miami. They don't make this argument about USC. The Rose Bowl isn't on campus.
Well, that's UCLA.
No, USC plays in the Rose Bowl.
No, they play in the Coliseum.
That's right. Never mind. I'm a dummy.
Yeah, but you're right though. I mean, UCLA is in LA, but they play at the Rose Bowl, which is in Pasadena. Right.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just a problem that you're forever going to have with college programs in major cities. It's just fact.
Hell, I mean, Georgia Tech's got their own stadium in downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want,
it's a dump, but it's still there.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Georgia Tech likes playing in Bobby Dodd.
Well, the only person, the only like Georgia Tech fan that loves that place is Sea Dog, and I think that's because he has no choice but to. But anyway, Slim.
No.
I got to move on from you, brother, because I got some more. I got the phone call stacking up, but I appreciate the call.
Yes, sir, boss. Not a problem. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man.
Hey, it's nice talking to you, Slim. And real quick, before Pete takes the next caller, I'm just real curious. In the chat, if you are, you don't even have to be a Miami fan, but mostly Miami fans, are you for or against Miami getting their own stadium? Just give me a yes for you would like Miami to have one, or no if you would not. I'm just curious because
I know.
I'm so surprised how many Miami fans are. It's not even that they say they're indifferent or it doesn't matter. They are actually against.
That is weird.
I don't understand that mindset.
I know. And I've been having this argument with Miami fans, and of course, I'm not a Miami fan, so it's easy for them to argue with me. But I think it would be a good thing for the university and the program as a whole, whether it's on campus or not, just to have your own stadium. I think would be a plus. And look, I like Slim said, and like you said, Hard Rock Stadium is an awesome stadium. It really is.
That's beautiful.
But it's not a college football stadium. You know, I mean, it's like Pitt plays at Heinz Field, the Ketchup Bottle Stadium. I mean, there's several teams that do this, but
look at the yeses. I knew it.
And all the people that say no, the minute that they build their own stadium, will be on board with it. See, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
They would be wanting to buy tickets to go to the very first
of course,
game
and they'd be really proud of it.
Hurricane Stadium.
Yeah, and they'd be really proud of the stadium, as they should be. And so, I think it's a lot of, you become accustomed to not having your own stadium for so long that, like, I think people are defending that fact, like, off of their emotions and not off of reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think we're not used to having nice things.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hype ourselves up for something as big as our own stadium just to turn around and be let down and it not happen.
Yeah. Right. All right. Phone calls are stacking up. I'm going to get to this. This one will be quick. This will be light work for PigskinPeete. What's up, your own Pete and Coach Coop?
What's up? It's your boy Mayhem Matthew.
What's up, Mayhem Matthew?
Coach Coop, I have a quick question before I handle PigskinPeete.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
So, what expectations do you really have for the Miami Hurricanes? I know you said 9-3 probably next year, but when do you really want to, as a Miami fan, when do you really want to see, okay, let's start getting into college football playoff talk?
College football playoff talk. Obviously, as a Miami fan, the sooner the better. But if I'm being realistic, I need to see us being in the talks, college football playoff talks, within 3 to 5 years, roughly. But I do think as far as us going to the ACC championship needs to happen, I'm going to be honest, within the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I really don't know that much about Miami, but and I heard PigskinPeete say earlier about the Carolina Gamecock and Clemson analogy between me and him.
Yeah, you're a big fat cock. That's what you are.
I have a better analogy.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure it's going to be amazing and fantastic.
So, you remember how LSU and Tulane used to play a while back every year?
Yeah, what about it?
And then they stopped playing because LSU dominated, so they just.
So are you comparing you to LSU and me to Tulane?
Exactly.
You know what? I'll give you credit for effort. That's about it, though.
But I'm just wondering, how can you really believe that you're going to beat me? I mean, I know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, all you got to do is all you got to do is click on one of your videos and see what you have to offer, and click on one of mine and see what I have to offer. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science.
This is no disrespect, but is this the guy that's projected to finish last?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that I realized who was on the line.
Yeah.
Well, you remember Michigan didn't. It wasn't even ranked in the preseason polls.
So are you saying you're Michigan?
But
if you're Michigan, then I'm Ohio State. I'll whip your ass 18 out of 20 times. Thank you, sir, for the call. I appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew Mayhem. I can only take him in increments, Coach Coop. You know, he calls in. He constantly calls in talking about whipping my fanny. He's made 3 videos about me at least, maybe more. I don't know. Anyway.
So that's going to be fun at the Slob Olympics.
Yeah. No, I actually like the guy. I think he's funny and entertaining. But for some reason he latched on to me like a leech. But I told him you should have picked somebody else. You messed with the wrong guy. So it's been fun. What's up? You're on with Pete and Coach Coop.
Hey guys, it's Nate the Great. How you doing?
Nate the Great, don't be late.
The Slob Olympian. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's talk about this a little bit. While we have Nate on the phone, this is a good time to talk about it, I think. Coach Coop is a resident of, how far do you live from there? From Pigeon Forge?
I am, depending on the traffic, 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Damn. We were literally just there 2 days ago.
Okay, so what's your plan? So look, I'm going up a week from today. I'm going up on Wednesday. I know most people aren't getting there till Friday. Some people are coming in Wednesday. Some people are coming in Thursdays. Most people are coming in Friday. And then the festivities are on Saturday. Now, of course, most people don't live in the area like Coach Coop does.
Mm-hmm.
So when are you coming in? Are you just coming in Saturday and then leaving Saturday after it's over, or what's going on with that?
What I was actually going to do is get with you and Uncle Lou and get a few more details. But otherwise, I was thinking I was just going to drive up on Friday, stay all day, Saturday, stay all day, Sunday, stay all day, whatever, since it's such a short drive for me. So I'm not going to like stay in the hotel or anything there.
Right.
But it's no big, I got nothing else to do. Basically, I'll just show up Friday, hang out with people, do whatever. Saturday, hang out, compete. Sunday, hang out, whatever. So I'm just going to drive up there each day.
Okay. Right. So here's what you should do. At the very minimum, you should drive up Friday afternoon because that's when most people are getting there, and hang out Friday evening, and then you can drive home, obviously. Drive back down Saturday morning because I think around probably around 9 or 10 o'clock is when everything will be starting on Saturday morning. And then, because we have a lot to do. There's a lot going on. So, we have a weigh-in, we have a costume contest. This is all before the Slob Olympics even starts. And then we have 10 events. And I'm sure lunch in there at some point between those. So probably from 10 a.m. till I'd say probably around 4 or 5 p.m. There's going to be a lot going on, pretty much all day. And then we're going to be going out to dinner on Saturday evening after it's all over with. So so I would say I plan on being there at the very least around 9 or 10 a.m. On Saturday morning. Coop.
I'm so happy. I heard that Lou was paying for everyone's dinner on Saturday night. So that's really cool.
I don't think that's true.
Are you going to Hooters?
Well, you might be sitting by yourself at Hooters. You know what? We might go to Hooters just for you, Nate. Who knows?
Yeah, so we have to talk to Lou into that, but anyway, by the way, speaking of Slob Olympics, 10 more days. So Well, for you, Pete, probably like.
Well, 7 more days for me. I'm leaving next Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we're making.
Yeah.
Look, I'm bringing my family, bringing my kids, my wife. We're making sort of a mini vacation out of it. So we're gonna go out and tour the area and do stuff around Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
For a couple of days before the event starts. Yeah.
You know, I was gonna ask for you, Pete. Do you like hiking?
Do I like hiking?
Yeah.
For how long? How long do I have to hike for?
No, I'm just asking because I was gonna ask if you could hike with me, like not Saturday, but like on like Friday night for a little bit, like or something like that. Go to a. I'm
not opposed to if there's a good hiking trail around there. I do like to do a little. I like to get some exercise. I don't know if I'm going hiking at night though.
Well, not at night, but like in maybe afternoon or something like that.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm just curious because I really like to talk to a lot of you guys, but I want to. Well, I gotta wait till I get to there, but I'm just curious if you want to do it, but.
Yeah, well, with me, Nate, I'm not against doing that with you. I would love to go hiking with you as long as it fits into my schedule. So,
right.
We'll play it by ear. How's that sound?
Yeah.
If I go hiking with you, will I come back alive, or are you going to come out on your own? Are you going to kill me out there?
No, I just want to hike and talk.
Oh, talk. All right.
Have your pepper spray ready for bears.
Bear spray. See, that's the other thing. I'm not used to we don't have bears down where I live. So, do I need to bring bear spray and go hiking with Nate?
Yeah, they're just walking around.
Oh shit.
Well, I can ask Yogi Bear for honey. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So what do you think about this, Coop? What do you think about the disrespect where you got dropped from 7th? And I would like to say, for the record, when we made the original Slob Olympics betting odds, I put you ahead of Uncle Lou. That's what started this whole thing. I said Coach Coop will be 6th and Uncle Lou 7th, and but he used his executive authority as one of the odds makers to say there's no way that Coach Coop is beating me. That's what he said.
I was hoping we could address the disrespect with the odds here because first off, I know and I realize where Slim is at, but listen, Slim is a friend and a fellow Miami fan, but he bought his place there. Traveling Fool's also Miami fan, but he might be super athletic. I don't know. But I feel like I got a little disrespected, first off, for just being a Miami fan because everybody disrespects Miami, right? But second off, I feel like no one talked about the fact that I've been tweeting out that I've been going and working out at Planet Fitness for the past 3 weeks.
I've been seeing that, yeah.
So I don't think that got factored into the rankings. And to be honest, I'm absolutely terrified for everyone who has to compete against me.
I'm the same way I did.
I agree with Coach Coop. Listen, I don't agree with the fact that you got dropped. That you can blame that on Slim Shady Canes. Who else? I don't know who else got involved in this dropping Coach Coop thing.
I literally went out and got a gym membership at Planet Fitness and have been going for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I see your post on Twitter. Yeah. Coach Coop is serious. Now Slim and I don't want to I don't want to be disrespectful, but he was like, Coach Coop's had some medical problems a couple of years ago. How are you now, health wise? Are you doing good?
Oh, I'm excellent.
Great.
I've been putting on about 1.5 pounds a week.
Awesome.
And that's no joke. I'm not even trying to troll. When I had mono, I lost like 15 pounds, and I put all that back on plus an additional 7. So gains, baby.
Yeah, I think you're way underrated. I think you should be somewhere at least on the left side of this column, if not in the top 10.
100%.
I'm probably the most underrated. I don't know.
You're pretty underrated too, Nate. But we don't know about you.
Yeah.
You don't live a very healthy lifestyle. Pancakes every day, pizza every night. I don't know, man.
But I'm not that fat though. I'm not that fat.
Yeah.
I'm a Miami fan, and we're all just naturally athletic.
Yeah.
I'm surprisingly skinny for my weight.
surprisingly skinny for your weight. That doesn't even make any sense.
No, like skinny for fat weight or whatever it is.
Yeah, right. Skinny for fat weight. That makes sense.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
I was just going to say, I hope that BVD can make it because I saw that his surgery went well with his foot, but I know it's still kind of hard for him to get around. But I'm hoping he can make it.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be there. He's a trooper. If there's any way he can make it, and a lot of his best buddies are going to be there, I think he'll make an appearance, even if it's only for one day. I think he'll make an appearance.
Did y'all guys see his foot bloody video or something like that?
Oh, I know. I can't watch that kind of thing. He posted a video where they were draining his foot.
I watched it.
Oh my God, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. No.
It's kind of like that Dr. Pimple Popper stuff.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like, what? No, I can't do that. Slim Shady Canes with the super chat, thank you, says the key factor for Miami to climb out of the mediocrity is to break the cycle of 6 coaches in 18 years. No successful program changes head coaches every 3 years. That is a fact. And I don't think there's anybody that's going to dispute that fact, Slim, not even a Miami fan.
One thing Miami fans are a little worried about is our position coaches. And having our OC getting poached, DC getting poached, and all that stuff. So hopefully, either way, Mario Cristobal is the constant for years to come. But we are a little worried about some of our position coaches being here short term.
Well, yeah. I think every program worries about that, though. But
Pete.
Yep.
Can you guess what my costume is?
Can I guess what your costume is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like a hockey player, maybe.
Surprisingly, no, actually, but I'll give you 2 hints though.
Jim Harbaugh.
It's a Marvel. It's a Marvel superhero.
A Marvel superhero. Captain America.
Nope.
Catwoman.
Hell no. I mean, I could.
Superman?
PC, but actually, I'll tell you. It's Wolverine.
Oh, well, that makes sense because you're a Wolverines fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't figure that out.
I might wear a Wolverine costume and a corn foam hat or whatever it is.
Oh, a corn, like a Nebraska, like how they wear that corn on their head, like a bunch of idiots. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wolverine with corn on his head. That sounds amazing. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. But I don't know if you have calls or anything, Pete.
Yes, I do.
I appreciate the time. Appreciate the time that that you let me on for a little longer than expected. But I know you love me. I love you, and
yes, I do love you, Nate. That's a fact that cannot be disputed. Thank you, Nate. I love you. Thank you for the call. I can't wait to meet Nate. Nate's going to be, Nate's mom's. They're driving down from Nebraska. Nate's mom and Nate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did he say it was? Like 15 hours or something drive.
Who has the furthest to travel? Do you know? Like, is anybody coming from like a way out?
I think Nebraska's got to be the furthest one. Yeah, I think that's it. As far as I know, nobody's coming from the West Coast. Last year, we had, of course, it was in Atlanta, and Neo drove from somewhere in Texas. He drove like 12 hours overnight. He didn't stop either. 12 hours straight overnight because I think something happened with they were supposed to have a flight and it got canceled, and they just got in the car and drove. So that's dedication there. If my flight got canceled, I'd just go home and go to sleep. I ain't getting in the car and driving 12 hours. Thank you, Matthew Mayhem, for the super chat. Says, names have been taken and fannies will be whipped. Can I get a hashtag no fannies whipped in the chat? I'll go ahead and start it off here. Because no fannies will be whipped. at the Slob Olympics, especially not at the hands of Mayhem Matthew.
What does that even mean?
I wish I didn't know. Unfortunately, I do, though. That's his tag. That's his thing that he says. He's coming to the Slob Olympics to whip fannies and take names.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Hold on to your hats here, everybody. What's up? You're on with Peete and Coach Coop.
Is this PigskinPeete?
Yes, it is.
Do you really have Coach Coop on with you?
No, it's just a voiceover that I spent about 18 hours recording his voice.
This is the first.
I spent about 18 hours recording his voice and playing drops for every question that's asked.
Right. Quit being a smart ass. Knock it off.
I've never heard of him.
I've never seen Coach Coop on your channel. This is a first.
No, you never have. That's true.
I never have.
That's right.
I love that dude.
Is this
I've got like 1,000 hours on this channel. Coach Coop.
Is this for
He's
real?
a skinny white guy with eyeglasses, right?
Yeah, this is George.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's the real George.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man. I've hit the like button 1,000 times on your channel, Coach Coop.
Hey, you were around in the Gator hater days, and you stuck around, so I can give you some respect for that.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Well, George, you do know if you keep pushing the thumbs up button over and over again, it takes it away and then it gives it back. So if you push it 1,000 times, you only got one like out of that.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Maybe none.
After 10 years, I noticed that. Yeah. Yeah. I give it to you, I take it away. Give it to you, take it away. I do that like hundreds of times.
George, do you have
really
any?
Quick, are you still uploading? I remember at one point you had a YouTube channel and you were like cooking stuff on it. Are you still doing that?
Hey, listen. Let me be perfectly blunt and honest with you. This is what happens to normal people. I had a YouTube channel and it was going great. And one of my kids said, I'm going to go on there and say you're an asshole motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. And I turned it all off and I've never done it again.
I would like to show a short.
Somebody was going to sabotage my channel.
Hey, Coach Coop, if you're looking for.
I quit. I give up.
Coach Coop, if you're looking for the latest and greatest George YouTube video content, I have it right here. Here it is.
What the fuck is that?
I'm ready.
You supposed to be an angry dog or something?
I'm listening. Go for
they put dogs down that have rabies.
Oh, there it is. That's it. That's all he has.
That's the last thing he uploaded. I haven't seen anything since.
I only did. Listen to me. I only did one live stream ever, and that was with Peete on his Saturday StreamYard. And anytime I'm down and blue, I just go click on that and play it again, and I laugh and laugh, and Peete laughs, and everybody laughs. It's some funny fucking shit, man.
But what are you talking about, dude? Are you talking about like a StreamYard I did like 8 months ago or something?
That time you interviewed me. It's the only time I'm on the internet anywhere. No one's ever seen my face except on your channel.
Oh, you mean when you kept on coming on there and lighting up a joint, and I kept getting mad at you for lighting up a joint on my stream? Yeah, I remember that.
I told you it took me an hour to figure out how to do StreamYard. I had to download this and upload that. But I came on there, I said, it's like when a baby's born. You don't remember the pain anymore. It took me like an hour to figure that shit out.
George, what do you have for us today?
I said I'm smoking tobacco. It's a cigarette. I'm Indian from India. Yeah. That's the only time I've ever been on the internet ever. You should put that on a thumb drive and sell that to people. Like if you really want to laugh, you need to laugh, watch this shit.
George, what can we do for you today?
Dog. I love Sea Dog. Sea Dog is funny. I know all their names. What a bunch of guys. What a group
George,
of
on a
guys.
scale of 1 to 10, exactly how high are you right now? Because you sound like an 11.
On a scale of 1 to 11, I'm a 9 right now.
Yeah, I believe that. 9 for you is 11 for anybody else.
I got paid today, Pete. I'm so rich. My God.
Payday.
Yeah. I'm a veteran. They just downloaded a shitload of money into my account.
Now, do you do? I don't want to go too deep in this because this is Pete's channel. Do you go old school, or are you doing that new like fancy like concentrate liquid stuff?
Oh, he's doing it all, bro. He's doing it all.
Are we talking about vitamins or what?
Yeah, vitamins.
The gummies and everything. I got you.
Vitamins. Yeah.
Hey, listen,
I don't know anything about any of it. I'm just asking.
Well, listen. In all honesty, we've all been joking around right up to right now, right? But a couple of days ago, my kid sent me a bottle of vitamins in the mail, right? Like vitamins, right? And now write this down. It's from Mount Angel Vitamins. Mount Angel.
Hold on. Let me write this down. Mount Angel.
Mount Angel Vitamins.
Okay.
Listen. I used to be a milker on a dairy there. My ex-wife kept kicking me out. Like, me and my kids, I married a woman that had kids. It was like an integrated family. I had a couple. She had a couple. And
You're like the Brady Bunch. You're like the stoned Brady Bunch back in the 70s.
Yes. Except she was a Mormon. She only had magic underwear. There was no getting stoned. Anyway, she kept kicking us out every day. So I went and got a job on a dairy farm because from growing up when I was a kid, I knew if you get a job on a dairy farm, you get a free house. It's like, if you're a Mexican farm worker or something, right? Like when you get a job at a farm, you get a free house.
Yeah, so if you spend 18 hours a day milking the cows, they'll give you a free lodging. Is that what you're saying?
But listen, when she kicked me out, I didn't care. I had a place to go to my job, to my house, It was just, I'm smart. I figured this shit out, man. Oh, what a good gig that was. They gave me $500 a week, paid my rent, free electric, free garbage, free maintenance services, free.
All right, thank you, George. I can only take so much of him at one time. I don't mean to be rude or anything. I appreciate him calling in and everything, but it's like this is not the Oprah show, So
I'm not really sure where that was going.
Well, it's not going anywhere. That's the point. I'm a seasoned veteran when it comes to dealing with George, and that was going absolutely nowhere. That's the reason I hung up on him. And plus, there's more people that are online that actually might have something to talk about other than staying at a halfway dairy farmer's house. What's up? You're on with Pete and Coach Coop.
Now, I just wanted to talk about milking bulls at a dairy farm.
Hey-oh, it's traveling fools.
Yo, what's up? So I feel like a giddy little schoolgirl or something. Got my two favorite YouTubers on here.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, what's up, Coop?
What's up, man? Can't wait to hopefully hang out with you and your wife next week.
Hopefully.
Yeah, what's up with hopefully?
You're gonna be there, right?
I'm locked in. I'm there for sure.
All right. All right then. Then yeah, you will meet us then.
Sweet.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, Coop, you'll have a good time, man. You'll have a good time. Trust me.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun. Hey, real quick before I forget this thought. So Nate's costume with a Wolverine. So Nate, if you're listening, what he needs to do is put the corn on for Wolverine's claws.
That's a good idea. Yeah, corn claws.
Corn claws. And he can be his Michigan Husker fan,
Yeah.
That was just going through my mind. So I had to put that out there.
That reminds me, Coach Coop, are you planning on wearing some sort of uniform or / costume for the event?
You want me to be completely honest?
Yes, of course.
I am a huge procrastinator.
Yeah.
Right at this moment, I have nothing, and I will probably be ordering something 2 to 3 nights before.
That's okay. Look, I work. This is what around Christmas time when everyone else has bought all their presents. I'm that guy that wakes up on December 24th and is out at the stores before they close buying my last minute Christmas gifts. And I feel like I do my best work under pressure. So
I'm the same way.
Yeah,
100%.
so I feel like that you're going to do great with this costume, whether it's the day before or 2 days before or whatever.
I've had a few ideas, but they're far from appropriate, so I need to figure out where the line is.
There is no line, sir. Did you see Chess Hall last year on the Slob Olympics videos? That line was broken a long time ago.
If you cross that line.
The only line is, will you get arrested for whatever you're wearing? That's the only line. And that's your problem, not ours.
Hey, so let me make an observation here. So Coop's worried about putting together a costume. Now Coop, I've been following you since you had not like less than 1,000 subscribers. And I've never seen you wear anything that didn't look like a costume.
You know what? You're right. I have no comeback for that.
Yeah. So we know that Coach Coop has no shame. I mean, that's why he fits in so. That's why he's going to fit in so well to the Slob Olympics, because he's got no shame, just like the rest of us.
I mean, I've seen you dancing around like a cheerleader before.
Yeah, I had people tell me I should wear that Clemson cheerleader outfit.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. You know what? I might have to play that. I might have to play that video.
Fun fact,
yeah.
That thing fits me perfectly, and that is an Asian women's extra large.
He's filling it out. He's filling it out like a champ.
Fits me perfectly.
He said an Asian's women's.
Maybe I see like a little bet here. You know, like you could the bet could be between Peete and Coops as to whoever loses has to wear the cheerleader outfit.
Oh, I'm not wearing no Asians women extra large. No comprende. No speaking English. You go. You been here 4 hours.
No, man, I've got no shame. I mean, I literally, you guys already know this. Maybe some people in the chat don't, but I got naked and covered myself in Cheez-Its for a video. So I've got no shame.
Wait, hold on. Now you said you got naked and covered yourself in Cheez-Its for the Cheez-It Bowl? Is that what that was for?
Yes, and Miami, the University of Miami tweeted it.
I
went to Walmart and bought like 15 or 20 boxes of Cheez-Its. I bought them out and got naked, got in the bathtub, covered myself in them, and my entire preview video was me naked, covered in Cheez-Its.
Yeah, he's definitely up there with the rest of us who have made complete fools out of ourselves. I remember the Gator Hater video, which was great, by the way, the rap song. I didn't even remember the Clemson cheerleader outfit thing until you just said it. That was great too. I mean, was that. I mean, we all have really low points on YouTube, right? Like things that we cry about before we go to sleep. Was that it for you? Was that your low point?
Well, do you want to know what's messed up about the Clemson cheerleader part?
What? All of it.
No one even made a big deal about the cheerleader uniform or anything. What crossed the line was because I put lipstick on out of everything.
Oh, it wasn't the fact that you were wearing a skirt and yeah.
No. It was the lipstick. That was what pushed it over the line.
Yeah, it
That's
makes
what
sense.
Everyone noticed and everyone talked about.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Coop, you could have actually had shorts on and covered them. If I do something, I'm going all in. So I was naked under those Cheez-Its.
You know what's funny is I was at that game that you had to wear that outfit for.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would say that was probably a low point. It was getting at that point to where I was just, man, I don't know. I was questioning if I wanted to do this anymore.
Yeah. Believe me, I've been there. You're questioning calling one of those 1-800 numbers to talk to somebody about it. You know. Yeah.
Now this wasn't a low point. This is the last thing I'll say. You know, when we're really down and out, I break out the garbage can and I'll do a live stream from the garbage can. This last time, when I fell out of it live on stream, I actually had to go to the doctor because I tore cartilage between my ribs.
Oh, wow.
So that was not fun.
Well, I guess you could say that's a low point too. Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure I pulled my hamstring yesterday doing a cartwheel in that video.
It's a dangerous profession.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Anyway, but I know what Traveling Fool's costume is. Are you still going to wear that? Do you know? Brennan, you there?
Oh, did we lose him?
I mean, he's still on as far as I can tell. According to my end of it, he's still here. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll just leave him on the line and see if he figures out what's going on. Maybe, I don't know if he's got it on mute, or maybe he fell in a well or something. I don't know. But in the meantime,
can I ask you one quick question?
Yeah, sure.
Because I know that you could go on and on about this, but everyone keeps asking me about Miami and their record. What's expected of Clemson this year? What are the expectations?
I think the expectations are high.
Just you don't have to go all in, but just what are your thoughts?
So I think the expectations are high. So there's three of the key starters that we thought were going to the draft are coming back. So the defensive line is going to be, in my opinion, definitely the best defensive line in the ACC, if not the country. A lot of comparisons being made between them and the 2018 defensive line, of course, that dominated and went 15-0. Offensively, offensive line still a little bit of question, but everywhere else, receiver, running back, and of course the big one, quarterback, will be more experienced. And we also have another quarterback coming in, the number one quarterback recruit in the country, Cade Klubnik out of Texas, will be a true freshman behind DJ. So I don't know. I feel like that it's Clemson's conference to lose. No offense to anybody else in the ACC, including Miami, but it is what it is, And so I think that the expectations are high for Clemson this year. Now, losing two coordinators is a big deal, right? Losing Brent Venables, losing Tony Elliott. Both promotions came from within, and I don't think you're going to see much of a difference between the coaching staff as far as the play calling on the field and, of course, the coaching in practice as what you saw the previous 8 or 9 years, honestly. So expectations are high in Clemson right now, really high.
I'm curious if most see it as a real possibility that Miami and Clemson could face off in the ACC championship in 2022.
I believe that. I think that's what it will be. And of course, it is one of those weird years where Clemson and Miami play in the regular season too. So there will be a head-to-head matchup in the regular season in Death Valley. And I think in October, right? Sometime in October.
Actually, it's late November.
Is it? Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That might make a difference because I've been saying that Miami is going to need some time to get their bearings about them with the new coaching staff and everything before they play a team like Clemson. And so if it's later in the year, they have a better chance of winning it than they would have if it was early in the year, So
right. It's kind of a toss-up in those late games because it's like, do you have your crap together and you've got everything figured out, or are you decimated by injuries at that point?
Yeah. All right, we got the phone lines are full here, man. I don't want to leave anybody out here. You're a popular guy, Coach Coop. The phone lines have been lit up all night. So, what's up? You're on with Pete and Coach Coop.
All right, you mind if I freestyle real quick? This is your boy TB.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Coach Coop, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
Here we go. It's Mr. Pete and Coach Coop chilling on the beat. We call this Mr. YouTube, and I've been thinking about the things that I'm going to say to Mr. Pete and Mr. U, but nothing can come to mind. This is me, and I'm in prime time. Call me Mr. Deion Sanders unless I'm on my grind, because I've been doing this for a long. I've been doing this. That's why I feel strong. I've been working out for a while. I'm going to win the Slob Olympics, and I promise you they're going to be real tired when they put all the work in and the effort just to see me carry the trophy home. I guess I understand. I feel real big, but feel alone, and understand this is all mine to give back to the community. I know they hate the speed, boy. TB on top of the peak. I don't know. I messed it up. Anyways, I felt like I'd freestyle to start it off. What's up, people?
What's up, TB? How you doing, brother?
I'm standing ovation for me. That was fire.
What's up, Coach Coop? Nothing, man. I just chilling, listening to y'all as always. Just hanging out. I've had a couple of sippy sips, and I felt like I should jump on. Yeah.
This is Puff Daddy, in case you didn't know.
So
Yeah,
Peete
PD.
projected to finish in third place.
Yep.
Okay.
No. First place. Have you
First.
not? I mean, look. I know you've seen the odds, but if you saw a picture of the people in the odds, you would know I was going to project to finish first. Like, literally, you see, I think one of them looks like a barrel of whiskey. The other one looks like, a damn Bojangles biscuit. And then you got me.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, Tiger Baskins is a young man, and I think he's in pretty good shape based on his workout videos that he posts. But he does look like he got stung by about 1,000 bees at one time. He's puffy.
Now, if you're going to say that about me, then what is of the first two people? Because if I'm stung by 1,000 bees, then and you know how people get liposuction? They got deathosuction because they big. Like they big. So if I'm puffy, I don't know what the fuck they is, but I will take the puffiness. But yeah, anyways, I'm just saying. Yeah? No? Nothing?
So who is Puff Daddy's team?
He's a Georgia Bulldog.
I'm the national champion. That's what Mr. Peete meant to say. But yeah. We're the national champion.
You get a lot of Georgia fans over here on your channel, Peete?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Yeah, there's more Georgia fans on YouTube than there are any other. A lot of Clemson fans don't know how to use YouTube. A lot of Miami fans were good back in, I think, 1975 or something. They didn't have YouTube then. So it's like, YouTube's for like the most recent good teams. If that makes sense. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I know I'm trolling, but look, I do want to talk about Miami because I know you're a Miami fan. I am a very big college statistic fan when it comes to football. Well, hell, when it comes to any sport. I just love sports in general. I agree with everything that you said about Miami as far as the expectations, the standard, and with what you guys have now, I believe that is going to come true. I'm not saying you guys are going to make it to the playoff, blah, 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 but I do believe y'all are going to be in talks for an ACC championship because I'm not calling your conference weak, but I'm saying look at who you have to compete with. Florida State is in a building year. Pittsburgh just lost their quarterback, probably the best quarterback they've ever had in Pittsburgh history. So you have a lot of things that are going your way. Hell, Clemson had a down year last year.
10-win season, down year.
I'm saying it in a sense of y'all lost depth. They had a lot of injuries this year. They have a lot of their guys back. Now their offense will be able to stay on the field longer, and the defense doesn't have to stay on the field 80% of the game. So I'm just saying you're going to have teams in the ACC kind of going back to full strength, but I feel that where Miami is, if Miami can out-recruit Florida State and y'all can beat them to the rebuild goal, then y'all are good to go. And I think you should. I think the only reason Florida State even got to where they were was because of Jimbo Fisher. Not saying that Paul Bear Bryant's younger cousin, Bobby Bowden, didn't do a good job at Florida State. I'm just saying I think Miami carries a lot more swagger than Florida State does. Hell,
all I gotta say is when it comes to recruiting, if you saw Florida State's birthday video floating around on social media, if that's what they continue to do, we have nothing to worry about.
I saw that.
Well, hell, Florida State's best player was a former UGA player, Jermaine Johnson. And I called it. When he went, I said he's going to have double-digit sacks. Somebody had double-digit sacks in the first 7 games. I think maybe the first 6. But Miami, y'all got Tyreek Stevenson from us. He's a badass. Dude's really good. But I know you have other players. I'm just saying now you actually have a coach that can recruit and who cares about who's on his staff. So don't think I'm not paying attention to Miami.
Is there any?
They're only going to win.
Is there any situation in the next 10 years or so in a non-conference like regular season scheduled game that Miami plays Georgia? We need to see that.
Hold on. Golden Blue Dude said, look up Dan Marino. Dan Marino played at Pittsburgh back when there was only 3 quarterbacks in college football. Everybody else ran the wing T. Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
Stop it, Golden Blue Dude. Stop it.
So is Georgia scheduled to play Miami in the regular season anytime in the near future?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No.
Listen,
we need to
if you
see
want a
that.
funeral to happen, go ahead.
If we're gonna meet Georgia, it's gonna have to be in the playoffs or national championship stage.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, like yeah, I get what you're saying. Like that one game yeah. I know what you mean. Now, I will say this, with what we have coming back, we do have a lot of great defensive players coming back. Of course, we have the running back rooms always stocked. If you're going to beat Georgia, you just have to make it a scoring battle. Because we don't.
Yeah, because we all know that Georgia's got that high-powered offense that scores 80 points a game.
That's my point. If it's a scoring battle, we're not going to win because we don't score a lot of points unless we're up by 14 because of the defense. But
can I ask you something, Puff Daddy?
Hit me with it.
How do you feel about the trade-off of you guys coming and taking T-Rob, and then we come in and take Jamil Adai?
You talking about recruiting?
No, I'm talking about with the coaching staff. When you
Man,
guys came in
I'll go ahead and tell
Tavares
you.
Robinson.
Look, I'll go ahead and tell you, but before Kirby, I cared about the staff. But after we, since we've gotten Kirby, present Kirby, man, it don't mean shit. Kirby is the coach. Kirby is the defensive coach. Kirby is the DB coach. Now that we have Muschamp has sent a combined 90-something players to the, whether he's been coaching there or he's been a head coach. He sent a bunch of people to the draft. I'm not worried about people like that. Now, granted, y'all did get a good one. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Kirby he's already lost 2 defensive coordinators and still turns around and has the number 1 defense in the nation the following year. So,
at least you're being a little more honest, because a lot of Georgia fans I went back and forth with were all, we didn't care about Adai. He's not a good coach. The same old.
Man, don't listen to them.
always
Look,
do.
he was a good coach. That's the thing is some Georgia every fan base has people that make him look bad, but yeah, I know Alabama. You ever heard of Jeff Webster? No, Jeff Webster and Ballard. That makes me think the whole Alabama fan base is married to a trailer that has a tramp stamp.
God damn. All right, TB. I love you, and I'll see you on Friday night. I gotta let you go though.
Big dog.
All right, man.
You're fine. I'll see y'all later.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, bye.
Hey, man. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
That freestyle was good, man.
Yeah, he's got some good shit. Everyone go check out Tiger Baskin's YouTube channel. He just dropped a new song. He puts up songs like once a month or so. He's got some good ones.
Does he normally pop on and just freestyle like that?
Well, he co-hosts a show with me every Friday night, and sometimes sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But he's talented for sure.
Wait, what's his channel name?
Tiger Baskins. Yeah, it's confusing, I know, because he's a Georgia fan, but Tiger Baskins as in, like Tiger King and Carol Baskins. That's what it's about.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But of course, his new name is Puff Daddy, or at least for the Slob Olympics, because he's puffy. And he goes, here, I'll show you what he does. This is all I ever hear from him.
I saw something about like a donut commercial or something.
I like this right here. Come on. Bad boy.
Yeah, he did a donut commercial. That was funny. All right, so this is going to be the last call before I shut the phone lines down. It's getting close to midnight, and Coach Coop has been a trooper tonight. Come hang out with me and take all these phone calls this late at night, so I appreciate that. But let's get the last phone call. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm having a blast, man.
All right. What's up? You're on with Peete and Coach Coop.
What is up, guys? This is LSU Dream Team.
LSU Dream Team. What's up, man?
I know this guy.
Good. Yep, I'm Coop's caller, but this is my second time calling you PigskinPeete.
Yes. Yeah, I remember you from before. Yeah. What's up, man?
Nothing much. I got a question for you, since I do have one question.
Sure.
So, for an LSU fan point, how do you feel about Clemson starting this season off after last season? Do you think that they're gonna do you think that they're gonna have a better season than they had before?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Like I said before, I think the defense is going to be dominant, and they had at least the second or third best defense in the country last season, and 90% of those guys are coming back, especially the defensive line. And offensively, look, they were terrible. They were second to last in a lot of categories in the ACC. I'm not even talking about nationally. Hell, when you talk about nationally, you talk about going up into the hundreds offensively, which we're not used to seeing out of Clemson over the past 7 or 8 years, right? You know, with Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, right. So last year was a bit of a shell shock offensively. The defense carried the team, but I like a lot of young guys. I think are going to grow up. I think that I like a lot of the new guys that are coming in. The big question mark is still the offensive line, and of course DJ. Like, will DJ improve over what he looked like last? Now, I don't think a lot of what happened last year was DJ's fault. I mean, you could put some of the blame on him, but the offensive line was terrible. Young receivers. Yeah.
Didn't he throw more picks than touchdown passes last season?
I don't think that's true.
I think he threw. I thought he threw 10 interceptions and 9 touchdowns. I may just be.
I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't think that's true. Maybe it is. Somebody could look that up.
Yeah.
But anyway. So look, last year for Clemson was a down year, and they went 10-3. They'll be better this year, and like Coach Coop pointed out earlier, you know, Pittsburgh had sort of like a once in my opinion anyway, a once in every 10-year team for Pittsburgh, right? They had a generational quarterback. Their offense was just ridiculous, and so I don't think you'll see any sort of pushback in the ACC against Clemson, like what you saw from Pittsburgh last year. And Miami's on the way up, but I think they've got a couple of years to get on that level.
So I have a second question for you, Pete, before I get into Coop. But my question was, what do you expect for Brian Kelly to turn around LSU? Do you think that we're going to have a much better season than when we had the last 2 years, in your opinion, for LSU?
Are you asking me or Coop?
I'm asking you, Pete.
Oh, here we go. Well, here's actions speak louder than words, sir. So here you go.
I say right foot, walking with that heat. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you. Catch some bad, walk down, face them with the heat. The devil under your feet, you're on your way to see them. Stress me when I can't sleep.
Hey, I do like that, dude. I mean, we always get so much trash talked over that, dude. But listen, man, I like our team, and you got to be. If you're a fan of your team, you got to like your team no matter what, even if you get trash talked or not. I'm a team. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah. No, I respect that.
I do have one.
Yeah.
Yes, but I have one question for Coop. In the other hands, I do call this man a lot. So, Coop, I heard about you were talking about the stadium. So, if you did have a stadium, would you want to have one like Death Valley and Tiger Stadium at LSU?
I guess. Can you be a little more specific? Like, you mean like just built like that stadium, or?
Yeah, like it has like SEC, like, you know how it's got like a bunch of fans.
Yeah, I mean, I think what he's asking is, would you want to build a stadium and then copy it after another stadium's name, like Death Valley, like they copied Clemson's?
Or would you rather have a field that has, like PigskinPeete said, a dome,
right?
Kind of like the Superdome.
Honestly, this is probably not the answer you're looking for, but I'm kind of indifferent to it. I just want something that's up to date. technologically advanced, if that makes sense, comfortable for the fans. And I want it to be built in a way that gives us a strategic advantage in games. So kind of like I think how they do with Hard Rock with the way that the sun sets where it shines more on the visiting side. I want it to be acoustically built correctly in a way that where, we can really pump in some crowd noise and stuff and get it going. I know that the Ruiz family is pushing to have a retractable roof on it. And that's something that they're pushing that they really want to have.
Yeah, I like that. Man, when was the last time that a major Power 5 football program just up and built a new stadium?
Right, it would be crazy.
Yeah,
like I said, I understand why people doubt it, but I'm telling you, I've had several phone conversations with John Ruiz and his son and his daughter, and I've spoken with them in multiple calls. And again, until it actually happens, it's everybody just talking it up. But they are 100% serious about this.
That's a good point. Golden Blue Dude says Baylor was the last school to do that, and Baylor Stadium is amazing, by the way. So I think that's actually something to be kind of jealous of, right? Because most of these, Clemson Stadium is friggin' 80 years old, whatever it is. All Georgia, all these teams, yeah, they've made upgrades to them and stuff, but they're really old stadiums. Imagine in 2022 with all the technology we have now, you can just up and build a stadium from scratch. It would probably be a friggin' awesome, dude. I mean, just look at the NFL stadiums that they just built, like the LA Stadium, the Las Vegas Stadium, Jerry's World. Those stadiums, Atlanta, those are all ridiculously cool stadiums, and we haven't seen that in college really, other than I guess Baylor, in recent history.
And we don't need or want, in my opinion, 100,000 plus stadium.
Yeah. No, you don't need 70, 80,000. Yeah, 60, 70, 80.
Something around in that range. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yep. Anyway, sorry.
One more question. The advancements that have been made, one built in, let's say, the next 5 to 7 years or something, would be out of this world compared to everyone else.
I agree. What's up, man? Sorry. What's your question?
I was asking Coop one more question before I get off. I was going to ask him. So I do call your show a lot, but do you remember that one day you said that your second favorite team is the Miami Hurricanes, right? You always tell me that.
Yeah, to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, see, as an LSU fan, you got to be a Tiger, right?
Right.
So in the ACC, you're supposed to support Clemson because they're a Tiger.
Don't agree.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with him. But I'm not going to keep you guys. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah. Thanks you.
I'll say, man, hey, it's not too late to jump on the bandwagon. The 2022 season has not started yet. Mario Cristobal, this incredible staff, 15th ranked recruiting class in such a short amount of time. There's still time, man. There's still time. Okay, just think about it.
All right, Coop. I'll think about it. F the chain, though.
All right. Thank you, LSU Dream Team. I appreciate the call, brother. I really do. And this guy's been on hold, and I think I know who it is. George, is this you?
Hey, I've been on hold for like an hour.
But I hung up on you already, though.
No, I was telling you about my clock.
And I hung up on you for telling me about your clock.
No.
Go ahead.
This is literally true, Pete. There was a free box on the corner by my house in Southeast Portland the other day, and I looked in the box, and there was all this cool shit. There was a cup, and I took the clock, and I hung it on my wall. The clock runs backwards. It took me and my family like a week to figure this shit out. Like, that it actually keeps proper time, but it's running the opposite way. You follow me? It's fucking hilarious. I'll send you a picture of it. It goes counterclockwise, but it's always the right time.
That's impossible, George.
I've been trying to tell you about this for so long.
It cannot. If time goes backwards, you can't keep the correct time.
Clock. I'll send you the clock. You can put it on the wall behind you. It's always running backwards, but it's the right time. It just, I still can't figure it out how they do it.
The second hand runs backwards.
Honest, I feel totally lost in this conversation. So
Oh my God, Coach Coop. Coach Coop.
All right. Thank you, George. I can't with him. All right. It is time to end the show. After I get Coach Coop off here, though, I am going to play a couple of videos on YouTube for some Slob Olympic stuff. But I want to go ahead and give my biggest heartfelt thanks for Coach Coop for, first of all, agreeing to come on and spend a couple hours here on the channel with me during the call-in show, and of course being a good sport, taking calls. And I don't think it went too bad. What do you think? I thought it was pretty good.
Hey, I had a good time, and if you had a good time, and it's your channel, then
yeah,
I think it went well.
Exactly.
We had some Miami fans representing in the chat.
We
gotta
did.
do that one more time. Where's the Go Canes? Where's the Miami fans at? Come on.
Yeah, everybody put up the U. Let me do this. I need some advice from you real quick before I let you go. I'm going to put myself on camera here. So I know I think a couple years ago I did the wrong thing. I did this thing here, like this thing here with the U. Of course, they let me know real quick that this is not how it is. It's this way. I don't know if you can see.
Oh.
This is how it goes, right? This is the U. So I quickly, yes, I quickly corrected it to this.
Thumbs together, no gap.
Yeah,
fingers
this way.
High and tight.
Yeah, like this. Is this good?
Upright, not upside down.
No, I'm doing it upright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah. So I quickly fixed that.
That's a solid 9 out of 10.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys, everybody, this is Coach Coop that's been on the show. I'm sure most of you, if you're around here, if you're a college football YouTube fan, most of you know who he is. But if for some reason you don't know who he is, you can just type in Coach Coop or Coach Coop Miami or something along those lines in the YouTube search, and you'll find him. I have been watching him since I came on YouTube, honestly. I remember when you weren't even Coach Coop, you were something else. What was your name before Coach Coop?
College football vids.
College football vids. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that's right.
My name change was quite controversial.
I do remember that. But now, it's water under the bridge. Everyone knows you as Coach Coop. But I consider Coach Coop to be one of the good guys. And not that there's not a lot of good guys on YouTube, but I've always enjoyed him. He's not a particularly unlikable person. I think he's a very likable guy. And I think that has a lot to do with his success on YouTube. And I like his insight too. Like I always joke about how there's 18,000 Miami YouTubers out there. I honestly only watch 3 or 4 of you. But you're one of them. So take it for what it's worth. My opinion doesn't mean much, but as far as I can tell, you're respected around the Miami community, and I have a respect for you too, sir. Hello? You there? What happened? Did he hang up? No, he's still on there. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, he's gone. Now he did hang up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you, Coach Coop, for coming on. I appreciate it. I am going to shut down the call-in studio. So I apologize. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I love Coach Coop. And I appreciate him coming on. I hope you all enjoyed the show with me, him tonight. And I would like to have him on too again, later in the season or, as the season starts, or certainly probably before the Clemson and Miami game. We need to have this conversation again. Definitely. But anyway, let's see here. I promised that I was going to play. You guys knew X-Wing Sports is? X-Wing Sports is a Alabama YouTuber who's coming to the Slob Olympics, and he put out he's put out 2 or 3, at least 2. This might be the 3rd one. Training videos for the Slob Olympics, and I gotta say, he's vastly underrated in what he can do. And this one was funny, so I want to give him a little bit of exposure. I don't know if he's watching right now. Yeah, Coach Coop. It's all good, brother. No problem. I enjoyed having you on. And again, like I said, I need to have you back on before Clemson plays Miami again. So later in the year. Of course, I'll get in touch with you about that. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see if I can find this thing here. X-Wing Sports. I thought I had it in my queue. Oh, here it is. This is the latest and greatest Slob video to come out. Hold on, let me put it on screen for you so everyone can see it. Here we go. X-Wing Sports, everybody.
Y'all are going down.
How many times do I have to tell you guys? I'm sick and tired of being disrespected. I'm 27 years old. Lou, you're like freaking 40, man. You honestly think you're gonna beat a 27-year-old? God, delusional. And Pete.
Now, this guy's standing here in a mustard costume talking about people are delusional.
Man, you're like 42, man. Give me a break.
First of all, I'm 41, not 42, but thank you.
Jesus, big dog Brett, really? In your 30s? Oh, I don't even know if you're in your 30s, but you look that old. No offense. I'm the mustard man, and I'm hungry. Hungry, because I'm a slob, and I love mustard. And it's time to rock. I want to rock!
Now, I will say, first of all, that was an amazing and fantastic video. And of course, that's an, that's an amazing and fantastic costume as well. The Mustard Man, as it were. Any other Slob Olympics videos come out that I need to watch before we get off of here? I don't think so. I put out one yesterday. I guess we can watch that. Of course, you can watch it on my channel, but hell, I'll play it. What am I doing? I don't need to look at my own videos. Right? Let's see. Here it is.
Hey yo, I shatter dreams like Jordan, assaulting batter your team. Your squadron will be barred from rap like Adam and Eve from the garden. I'm carving my initials on your forehead, so every night before bed you see the BP shot off the board head. Reverse that, I curse at the first whack, nigga with the worst rap, cause he ain't worth jack. Hit him with 1,000 pounds of pressure per slap, make his whole body jerk back. Watch the earth crack, hand him his purse back. I'm the first Latin rapper to baffle your skull. Master the flow, niggas be swerving, I'm blacker than cold like Nat King. I be rapping and tongues packing the ones magnums, cannons, and Gatling guns. It's Big Pun, the one and only son of Tony Montana. You ain't promised mañana in the rotten Montana. Come on, Bana, we need more rhymes. Feeling marijuana, snake bite, anaconda. A man of honor would wanna try to match my persona. Sometimes ramen, I blow my own mind like Nirvana. Comma, and go the whole nine like Madonna. Go try to find another rhymer with my kind of grammar. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. Adrenaline, uncut, straight to the gut medicine. Raw cure for pain, I coat your brain like polyurethane. Simple and plain, I'll explain it in layman terms. If you came to learn how to make fire, I'ma make it burn. Higher and hotter than lava, the scholar advisor as smart as MacGyver could put honor inside the heart of a liar involved in a life of crime. Fuck it, I like to shine, up in the white and lime. Clutch with the pipe design, flushed out. Hotel pockets about to bust out. If you're not in it for the spinach, get the fuck out. Take a hike, we can even battle to make it right. Go ahead, place the mic, you finish, say goodnight. Head to head in the street, I leave you dead in your feet. Saddling beef, I'll even let you rhyme to the Benjamin beat. But it won't matter, your dream's still gon' shatter. It's a long ladder to climb, and mine is on the stacker. So get out of town, before I hit you with the loudest sound you ever heard. Desert bird player, you out of bounds. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. Run the issue if your hosties is unofficial. I'll come and get you and let the desert ease tongue kiss you with one pistol and 2 clips. I'll make your crew do flips like acrobatics. I'm charismatic, my dad is magic. It makes rappers disappear. Whisper in your ear, crystal clear. Come here, let me kiss your tears. Everything you fear is here. You ain't gotta search further. The first murder's the worst. Now I thirst further for reverse birth. Every verse hurts, every curse word's already more offending than Eddie Murph's worse. I thirst for blood like a vampire. Any man claiming his cam's tighter is a goddamn liar. I set him on fire, retire your chain of thought. Drain a quart of blood out your brain and leave you insane in the dark. The king of New York lays his crown in the boogie down and sprays the town with the Mac hoodie down. I'm no joke. I soak your face with the sweeper, die in disgrace. I face your death through the speaker. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination. When you awaken, your manhood to be taken. Faking like you Satan when I'm the rhyming abomination.
Yeah, so that's that. That is that. Oh.
I'm an island boy. I'm just trying. What the fuck is that? I'm an island boy. What the fuck is that? I'm an island boy. What the fuck is that? Oh, PigskinPeete is an island boy. And what the fuck is that? Oh, PigskinPeete is an island boy. What the fuck is that?
All right, guys, it's been amazing and fantastic. Thank you. A special shout out to all the people that sent in Cash Apps, PayPals, and Super Chats tonight to support the show. I really appreciate all of you. You guys know I love you. Another special shout out to my man, Coach Coop, for hanging out with me tonight. I had a great time talking to him. And, of course, all of the callers, because if there was no callers, there would be no call-in show. And I would just be sitting here talking to myself. So... thank all of you. I will be back again on Friday night at 10 p.m. for another amazing and fantastic version of the call-in show with me and your boy Tiger Baskins. All right? I might see you before that. Who knows? Who knows? Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which is basically nothing and everything at the same time. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a great night. Have a great Thursday. Your boy, PigskinPeete, is checking out.